Hi again! Previously, we built up our voice assistant to understand users' requests and complete tasks in the app in response. In this video, you will see how we can let it recognize the app context and adapt the dialog to this context to provide an enhanced voice experience. First off, why is context so important? Let's check how our navigation commands work now. We'll open the Favorites tab and say, Go to Favorites.
Here are the items you have saved for later.
The Go to Favorites intent will be matched and our voice assistant will complete all the tasks we have specified in it. But this behavior is a little meaningless since we are already looking at our favorites list. Instead of giving such generic replies, we want our voice assistant to dynamically understand the context. In this tutorial, we will let our voice assistant understand what tab is currently open in the app. To get the information about the app visual context, we'll use one of Alan's client API methods named setVisualState. This method lets us send a JSON object with any data to the voice script. On the script side, we'll access the visual state data with Alan's pVisual object. The code example for setVisualState, as well as other client API methods, are available in the integrations view in Alan Studio, under the Advanced Examples section. We'll copy the last piece to bring it to our app. In the copied function, we have a JSON object with some data that we will send to the voice script with the setVisualState method. The two things we need to update here. First, we want to let our voice assistant know what tab is currently open, so our function will take the index of the currently open tab as the parameter. And second, we'll update the JSON object itself to send the tab index in the tab key. The function is set up. Next, we need to call it at the appropriate moment. In the onCreate callback for our app, we'll register the onTab-selected listener. This listener comes with a few methods that lets us determine when tabs are selected, unselected, or reselected. Whenever the user navigates to a new tab, with touch or through voice, we'll call our setVisualState function and pass the current tab position to it. A final tweak, we also need to call the setVisualState function when our app is initially loaded to make sure our voice assistant is 100% context aware. As we have mentioned before, the visual state data is saved to the pVisual object. Here, in the tab key, we'll have 0 or 1. Let's handle the visual state data in the script. First, we'll make sure we can give navigation commands only on those tabs where they make sense. To do this, we'll set up a filter for each of them. The filter comes first in our intent function. And we'll do the same for our second navigation intent. Now, let's try it. Go to Favorites.
Here are the items you have saved for later.
Go to Favorites.
Sorry, I can't do this.
Open the catalog.
Opening the items list.
Open the catalog.
Sorry, it's beyond my abilities right now.
With the visual state sent from the app, we can also play different responses when the user asks the same question on different tabs. Let's add a new intent to ask, what is in the list? If this question is asked on the first tab, the voice assistant will reply with a phrase applicable to the catalog. And on the second one, we can list some items added to favorites. And here is also the default phrase to be played in case no visual state is set. Time to try it in the app. What is in the list?
We have ebooks, audiobooks, and comics for everyone.
What is in the list?
Here are some of your favorite books.
With Alan's setVisualState, you can easily grasp and handle any context information about your app, users, and the environment around them, and surprise your customers with natural conversational experience.